Hey guys, I think I said in my last video when I was brewing up the London Porter that I would do a side-by-side comparison with the commercial version here. So I've got a can and I've got a glass for it, and as you can see I don't have my own version. That's because it's in the keg, so I'm just going to quickly whiz over, fill up a glass. I might cut the video and then we'll be back and we'll get the ball rolling. Okay, so I'm back. I've poured up a glass of my London Porter here from the keg, but before we go any further we better pour up the commercial version. So cheers guys, I hope your week's going well. It's been a while since I've done a side by side, so looking forward to this. More. Okay. There we go. Just pop. Oh, actually, we don't want to pop that over there. We will leave that there so you know which is which. So, okay. So there are the two beers there. I might just bring them in for a slightly closer view. So on camera, and so what I've done is I've sort of got a few categories I thought I could compare them against. So the first one is appearance. So hopefully you can see on the camera, they look pretty similar in colour. If I hold them up, they are almost indistinguishable. And if I get a bit of light coming through, I can see that they've got a very similar sort of dark brown hue. So yeah, appearance wise, pretty happy with that. Colour's pretty spot on. So to me it's like a very dark brown porter colour. That's probably how to describe it. Now I poured my one up a little while ago and you can see it's holding probably holding its head better. In fact, this one didn't really develop much of a head even when I was pouring it, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, so appearance wise, pretty good. So next is aroma, so maybe we will start with the commercial version. So yeah, this has got that classic, if you've had the beer, it's got that classic sort of dark fruit, sort of sweet dark fruit, chocolate, sort of aroma. I'll try my one. Okay, mine doesn't have so much of the sweetness that this one has, the sweet malt aroma. This has still got the chocolate and yeah, sort of slight toast roast sort of aroma. Maybe a slight little bit of dark fruit, but this one's definitely got it more. So aroma wise, they both smell really good, but yeah, my one isn't quite on par with this. So appearance wise, probably give it to mine. Taste wise, well, you got to give it to the original. I suppose we'd better go in for flavour, so cheers guys, we'll go in for that next. Yeah, it's got that that sweet dark fruit and then chocolate sort of flavour going on. Let's have a taste of mine. I've tried to let these both warm up a little bit, by the way. So my one It's definitely nowhere near as sweet as this one. The recipe I followed supposedly came from Fuller's or via Fuller's somehow, but there's quite a big difference in the sweetness. I did try and go for a sweeter crystal, medium crystal, rather than a sort of a darker, nuttier crystal, but yeah, sweetness wise there's quite a big difference between them. Yeah, my one's got more things like chocolate, sort of dark, sweetish dark chocolate, some coffee, some nuttiness from the brown malt. Another difference I should point out, this is 5.4%, mine came out at 5, it was a little bit under what I was hoping for. Mouthfeel. Mine feels a little bit more creamy, which you probably, when you saw the head, it was sticking around, it's probably got something in there extra. Doesn't taste quite as thin as the commercial version. Commercial version tastes a little bit thinner. So even though it's a higher ABV, thinner sort of body and mouthfeel to mine. Just quickly recap what's in my beer. So the bulk of it was ale malt, 72%, 13% brown malt, which gives it like a nutty, slight toasted sort of flavour. Medium crystal, which should have 9%, which should have given it some good sweetness, and then a light chocolate, which is sort of more towards a milk, like a milk chocolate, more pronounced chocolate flavour, and probably a little bit of sweetness as well. Both bittered with Fuggles. I used SO4 yeast. The biggest difference is probably the lack of sweetness in mine. I could imagine if you had 2 or 3 glasses of each, that the London Porter, the commercial version, could start getting a little bit sickly, because it is pretty sweet. So I'm not sure if they've added something else in there to bump up that sweetness. This is probably more of smoother flavors, I guess is a good way of sort of summing it up. Yeah, I'll just hold them up. But overall, very happy with what I brewed up. What would I change next time? I'm not sure, to be honest. What could I change? I went for a lighter chocolate to try and bring some sweeter notes, and also went for that medium crystal over a more darker crystal. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? If you're trying to lift the sweetness scale up on this one, you know, what could you do? Maybe bump up the percentage of the medium crystal and the light chocolate, perhaps. So it's 9% medium crystal, 6% light chocolate. The brown malt, I should sort of give a big shout out to the brown malt. That does give it a unique sort of nuttiness, which is really nice to go with that chocolate and some sort of coffee notes. So yeah, it's interesting to do side by side. Have I nailed this version 100% or close to 100%? I'd say no. Are they both nice beers in their own right? They are. If you said to me I had to sort of drink several of either, I'll probably lean towards mine, because yeah, while I like this, I think the sweetness, the extra sweetness could become too much. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Sorry, a little bit of a waffle and a sort some mind bouncing around a bit. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Drink good beer, and we will catch you in the next video. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, and over and out. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back. So here is my London Porter. What we might do first is, so I've got mine poured up. We will pour up the, whoa, that didn't go quite to plan. Let's keep that steady. Okay, this is going to be interesting, isn't it?